So right now it is currently January 2nd of 2026, and the start of 2026 actually feels kind of pivotal to me because I feel like a lot of cool things are happening in the art world. There's some cool trends coming up, and the rise of generative AI is completely changing the game, which like kind of in a bad way, but I also think some cool things are happening there, which I'll get into. But yeah, I figured I'd wanna come on here and kind of talk about what I think is kind of gonna happen in the art world in 2026 and kind of what I think people are gonna be into. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, I think the rise of AI is causing like lots of concerns for artists, and it's true, like AI is like producing so much slop, and it's really filling up the feeds, you know, which is taking away a lot of attention from artists. Like, this is all true, but I do think that I'm kind of like, I think artists are gonna be fine, and I think that there's almost a newfound appreciation we're seeing for like the not just the art that artists have like always been making, but I think a lot of people are like more interested in the process behind the art, like how a piece is created, because you know that's like the human, like the thing that is like specifically human that like AI cannot produce is the emotion and the creation that goes behind each piece of work. And I'm not sure how many people think of that, but I do notice that a lot of like people are just like intuitively noticing the human aspects in art more than they were before. And I think like as generative AI is like continues to, you know, exist and take up space, I think we're gonna see more and more interest in those aspects of art. But I mean, it is crazy though, like the volume that AI is producing, that like there's an estimation of like 34 million pictures generated a day, which is just insane. And I'm like literally most of the things on social medias now, like the majority of things posted are AI, which is just ridiculous to think about. But I do think like artists are going to survive this, and I actually think that there's going to be like, in a way, like a more appreciation for what artists are doing. So 2026, that means 2016 was 10 years ago. And I think a lot of us are starting to feel like that's a really scary idea. Like, we're getting close to 2030. 2030 doesn't sound like a ridiculous year anymore, like it used to when we were younger. And now I'm starting to think like, I think we're gonna see a wave of like retro and vintage work now that I think is gonna be super successful in 2026, just because like I think nostalgia is gonna be very strong. And I think a lot of people are just gonna be interested in work like this. And I mean, interesting enough, like, I have some like aspects of that in my work that I think has just come about like naturally. Just kind of like notice we're moving into like a new age of like, of our society, and I think that like, yeah, I think vintage and retro work is gonna be very prominent in the year 2026. Start to ramble a little bit. But I think in a similar fashion, I think the like shift to a more digital world is like causing a crave for nature also. And I think like we're gonna see a lot more like visuals of like lush landscapes and like the outdoors that I think are gonna also do very well. And like I think like that'll definitely be sold a lot in like these like huge cities and urban places. And yeah, I guess like those are my predictions for like the trends of 2026 in the art world. Anyways, yeah, that's about it for pretty much my first video. I'm still not really used to speaking in front of a camera, and like it all feels very unnatural to me, so I hope you guys can like kind of get past that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, I guess.